Hi, so I'm just jumping in quickly to talk about how you can improve your concentration and your focus. So my name is Katie Woodland. I am a psychologist, a holistic therapist and a data wellness advocate. So obviously lots of people struggle with focus and concentration, and if you're one of those, listen up really carefully, because I've got 3 fantastic little tips for you to really improve your focus and concentration. And these things are so simple that anybody can do them, regardless of how it's nothing to do with intelligence at all whatsoever. Okay, so we're going to jump straight in. So the first technique is something called the Pomodoro Technique, and this is where you segment your time, you chunk down your time, you focus for a set amount of time, have a break, focus again, have a break, focus again and have a longer break. So this was developed by a guy who really struggled to concentrate, and he had his exams coming up. And he was like, right, I need to do this work, otherwise I'm going to fail. And so he set his mum's kitchen timer, and he was French, so a tomato is a pomodoro, and hence the term Pomodoro Technique. So it's 25 minutes, 5-minute break, 25 minutes, 5-minute break, 25 minutes, and then 15-minute longer break. So this is a really cool technique, and this is what I use every day, and 100% when I use it I have absolutely so much more productivity. I achieve so much more and I feel better because of all of those little mini breaks. So it's really important to rest your brain because it gets tired. Now ideally, when you go back to work or whatever it is you're doing something different. So if you're spending like 90 minutes you know, writing, concentrating and doing something which is a lot of brain work, which is really focused and very logical, ideally your next 90 minutes is something quite crafty and arts and crafty. So, you know, designing something, doing a jigsaw, playing, anything that's using the other side of your brain, so you can give the first side a bit of a break and then swap over. And it's a really cool technique that works. Okay, so it's really the next technique is going to help you stick and stay on track when you're doing your Pomodoro Technique, because it's so easy to get distracted. It's so easy to get off task and do something else and realise that, oh my god, you've now broken into a couple of your break times and you've not achieved what you wanted to achieve, and then all of a sudden it's the end of the working day. So what you can do is set up something called a distraction to-do list. So every time you're working and you have an idea that pops into your head, or you realise that you need to go get milk, or anything that's outside of the task that you're doing at that minute, just write it down on a bit of paper. Okay, so just get it out of your brain so that you remember to do it, but don't do it during those 25 minutes or your designated 90-minute circuit. Okay, so really simple. Set yourself up a distraction to-do list, and this is really cool because what your brain will start to do is stop interrupting you. Now it's really important to turn off, you know, your notifications, turn your phone off, put it in silent, lock the door, do whatever you need to, and make sure that you just go crazy for those 90 minutes. That's why you have those break times, okay? Just reason why it's so important to not get distracted is it takes about 25 minutes to refocus and get back on task. And if you've only given yourself 90 minutes to do something, your chances are you're not going to get it done if you keep wandering off and getting distracted everywhere else. Okay, so both of those are really going to help your focus, and what we want to do is beef up your concentration. So the third one is all about concentration. Okay, so this is going to sound really crazy. All you need to do is just stare at an object. Okay, so the longer you stare at an object, it doesn't matter what object it is at all whatsoever, and every time your brain wanders, your mind wanders, you refocus back on that object. Now I would start off with doing it for a minute, and just spend the whole minute retraining yourself back to looking at that object, and then slowly work up. And then, you know, every day, once you've worked up to about 5 minutes, every day spend 5 minutes retraining and, you know, rebuilding your connections to your concentration. Okay, so those are the 3 tips. So we've got the Pomodoro Technique, we've got the distraction to-do list, and we've got staring at an object. Now, because I like cheating, there is a fantastic essential oil called In Tune. Now this is a mix of, give me a second, amaryllis, which is West Indian sandalwood, patchouli, frankincense, lime, ylang ylang, Hawaiian sandalwood and Roman chamomile. And together what they do is they support your brain in focusing and concentrating. Anyway, so this is great. If I've got such a productive day or I've got loads to do and I need to be super productive with this oil, and it's great because this one already comes in a roll-on, it's already blended, you don't need to worry about working out how much you need of which one. I simply roll a bit onto my wrists, rub it together, and then I just do a blob to each temples and then rub it in. Now this looks very, very unladylike, but I love the smell, and obviously when you use it aromatically you're getting a bit of a boost. When you're putting it on your temples you get a bit of a boost, and so this also stops me putting it in my eyes. If I use my wrists rather than my fingers, I don't need to worry about washing my hands afterwards or sticking oils in my eyes. So the other thing about the oils that are in this, ylang ylang is great for regulating emotions. So if you find your focus and concentration is off because you know you're having a bit of an emotional day, this is going to help regulate your emotions while enabling you to focus and concentrate. Things like frankincense. Frankincense is phenomenal for building brain power and phenomenal for supporting your body in so many different ways. And then patchouli, whilst it's calming and great for relaxing you, which is obviously if you're really stressed out it's really difficult to focus and concentrate, patchouli is also great for your skin. So while you're using it you're going to start glowing. So remember, essential oils do a million different things at the same time, so while you may look at In Tune to supporting you and beefing up your focus and concentration, it's going to be doing loads of stuff in the background. Okay, so I hope you liked my 3 little quick tips and my cheat there. If you love the idea of cheating with your concentration and focus, if you drop me a message, I will show you how to save money on your essential oils and also support you on your wellness journey, invite you to lots of classes which you get to attend for free and things like that. So you know, if you're really excited about using essential oils to boost a whole host of wellness issues, just give us a shout. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch up with you soon.